nothing. Much like my high school sex life, I got nothing. Not a thing.
Anything to add to that, T?
Roll the credits.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
Did Matt not say he was going to be showing up, or did he say he was going to?
I can't recall.
Matt, don't tell us nothing.
Yeah, he got the link though. He'll join. He did get a bunch of cool stuff courtesy of me. So.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Well, I mean, you know, he got it on my behalf. I didn't pay for it. What is going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, and it's 9 o'clock over here on the East Coast. So if you're watching us live, one, thank you for tuning in. We love our fans. We couldn't do this show without y'all. So before we get started, one, slam that like button for us. Really helps us out. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell for when we have bonus content. And if you're not already, pop over into that live chat over there. We've already got a whole bunch of cool folks hanging out with us in there. I see Inu Tabi, Effortlessly Random, Always Toy Mafia, Antoine Lewis, Third Party, Unlimited, TM Reviews, Aquatechy, TF Hustler. So
if
yeah,
TM Reviews is there, then you know. Well, nothing else is on TV.
He also has the link. He could get in here if he wanted to. Sportimus, what's up?
What's
Anthony
up?
Arcade. So yeah, already a whole bunch of cool folks hanging out with us. So pop in there, and we'll be interacting with you all, highlighting your comments and chatting with you throughout the course of the show. So we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. Also, check out the link below in our description. We've got the link to our Teespring store. We've got some of the best priced nerd podcasting merch
Look at that
out
handsome
there.
man. Look at that handsome man right there. That is a very handsome man. Just say.
He
We
looks
got a
like he
little bit
runs
of a neck.
He looks like he runs a very good third-party page. Check out our Teespring store. Lots of cool stuff. I put up some stuff not too long ago. We've got actually got bags on there now. So if you want to help us out and look good doing it, check us out. And let's see. Without further ado, let's get into the how the hell are yous? And did you get anything cool? Starting with True Starscreamer. Dave, how you holding up? And what cool things have you acquired?
Holding up's a good word for it. The only thing I got for acquisitions this week is actually stuff I forgot to mention I picked up a couple weeks ago. After that, I haven't gotten jack. I did pick up 2 McFarlane Chaos Marines, courtesy of Team Amazon. But as always, the most important thing is I still have the one and only, unique action figure, which is this thing, which is completely posable, 1-to-1 scale. And
Hi, Kira.
say hi.
Hi.
Right, hello.
Love that kid. I was up visiting family this week, and
It was awesome.
It was. I'm glad to be back with all this. Let's leave it at that.
There you go.
Puts a new perspective on things going on with my life down here. Lets me appreciate a lot more what's going on. So, all right, that's about it. Sorry, like I said, this has been a weird week of reality and appreciation of how things are. So I'll leave it at that.
All right.
But more importantly, how's T-Man doing?
T-Man is okay. T-Man is Thursday and stayed out longer than each other. But what did I get?
How have we not made that
remember.
parody song?
Huh?
How we have not made that parody song? I need to do that. T-Man and the Master of the Chill Review.
But what I got, I think I didn't have this Thursday last week. I got the all new heated up claws Wolverine from G Tony. Thank you so much. The head just fell out of his bag. There we go. I also got, I'm not even going to take him out. Darwin He looks like a dead alien right there.
You know, I've seen people. Do you have a Skrull?
I do not.
I was gonna say I've seen people turn Darwin, literally just use the spare hands and the spare head and turn him into another Skrull. And I really think that body would go well with that.
They could. The face looks like it. Got Havoc. He looks kind of interested in being here.
Paint on his chest is cool though.
And he has these finally hard plastic effects.
Listen, it happens with age.
You said finally hard.
Stand quality. And of course, that allowed me to build this dude. And I have him with TNT guest starring.
I told you you need him in. He needs to be in Fortnite. The Reavers would be great for Fortnite.
It's some type of drone you can kill. I don't know where the rest of his body is, but I got this guy. Actually, it's in my backpack.
Yeah.
Red Cog is here. I found this at Ross. The Ghoul Trooper, I've been waiting to find her on clearance. And definitely find her on clearance. Either that or just wait for Hasbro to make her.
So that's a Jazzwares one, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait for Hasbro to make her. I was trying to be nice, but I filmed the review already. BBTS finally found this thing. And I put the review up today. All my real fans already watched it. And I just got this in the mail from Mark II Toys. Let's see what I actually got. Live unboxing.
Anytime he said the video is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah.
What is
That's a Baltimore thing, isn't it?
Blue Chew?
Blue Chew.
No, that's just some type of Viagra that you chew.
Yeah, but I thought it was like
finally getting hard. Okay, got it. Wait, how do you know about that? I sure have never heard about that.
Because it's being advertised on every YouTube video ever.
Not on my search engine.
No, people actually advertise that in the middle of their videos, just like the Manscaped. Well, Mark II Toys, he says he designs the guns for Action Force, and he sent me 2 sets. So we will, wait like this with the knife.
I'm not saying I've watched YouTube for too long, but when I started watching YouTube, Manscaped was doing the Lawnmower 2.0. So
now they're on the 3.0, I think.
Alrighty. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 guns inside of here.
ooh,
See them on my channel. So they should be like the same quality as the Action Force, maybe.
because you got the Action Force weapons pack, didn't you?
Yeah, I just got that. I didn't review it. The only thing I see that's different is these aren't painted.
Oh.
But yeah, they're hard plastic. Yeah, that's the only thing they're not painted. But they're not gummy plastic like Hasbro. But
Hard Plastic was also the subtitle for a adult Toy Story movie.
yeah. But that's all I'm gonna talk about. Matt, since you're here, get into the spotlight.
He's back in the old couch.
Yeah, it's comfortable. It's got stuff behind
Movie
me.
lady.
I'm doing good. Let me see. What have I picked up? In one of my last ever Legends purchases, I've got Magic Square Ratchet. So
Yeah, right.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I rarely say anything with a straight
my
face.
last 25 Legends figures.
Yeah, I mean, I have Mirage and RC on, and Grimlock on order, but those are it.
And
After that,
Nightbird.
it's
The legend
done.
continues.
Exactly.
And Nightbird.
I don't have Nightbird. Not interested in Nightbird.
Sony, hand in your nerd card.
Yeah, I have a whole like Tifa like shrine part of this over here. There's some
Sony
comic
doesn't have a
books.
nerd card.
Yeah. So let me see. Jordan helped me with the assist with Black. I haven't bought Black Series in a minute, but he was able to actually find some new stuff. So he got Angry Old Gimpy Leg right here. See if I can get a.
I'm tired of running.
I mean, he's even got like,
Birkenstocks.
There's no way he could have been running.
He's got a hammer toe, so there's that. And so the face looks really good on Forrest Whitaker, except as it was pointed out, it's the one time they actually painted the eyes straight instead of crooked.
I said that joke twice, not a single laugh. You say it, he laughs. Go.
Well, because he's trying to get the clicks and the views.
It's about the delivery.
Like an obstetrician.
So this is Third Sister Riva. Well, I don't care what you think about the character. I enjoyed it, and her face on this figure is both disappointed in you and very well done. She actually comes with a decent amount of accessories too, because she comes with really 3 lightsabers. She gets the double bladed, and then she comes with 2 separated lightsabers. So I was impressed with that, and it's good material. She's decently articulated. Now, Jordan, this was a snap decision. Jordan also found the Obi-Wan Wandering Jedi. So the figure itself is good, and it comes with, what the hell was the little robot's name? Lola?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But if you look, like, it's kind of Ewan McGregor-esque, but it's not... It's sort
They
of like
put all their face efforts into the Third Sister.
right. This is like the Wish version. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's fine. And the robe actually, when you mess with it a little bit, the robe actually does hang pretty naturally if you mess with it. They actually sewed it like, I don't know. It makes sense. It's pretty easy to pose. And then the last thing that I picked up today was I really dig these things. I've got a few of them. Is the Jazzwares Micro Galaxy. Star Wars figures that have all the removable pilots and astromechs.
I didn't know that was Jazzwares.
Yeah, I think it is. So
I actually thought that would be like a micro machine.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, they're bigger than a micro machine, and they have some articulation. So I miss Star Wars micro machines. And then back when Force Awakens came out, they had the Black Series mini thing, the mini vehicles. I missed those too. Those were really cool. And they stopped
there was
doing
an
those.
old game called Full Thrust that was a space combat strategy game that could play on a tabletop.
I remember that.
And you could actually use the miniatures. You could use the Micro Machine Star Wars and the old Micro Machine Star Trek stuff with it. It was actually a lot of fun.
Was that not also the name of one of those blurry channels I tried to get when I was a kid? Full Thrust? One of the shows?
The Spice Network.
I mean,
but all they showed was Dune.
It was. Next.
One day that was.
Hold on. I got one for that. Where is it? There we go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do Boo this.
No.
Man.
One day, the Spice Channel had the movie. It was either somebody ordered it or it was on for free. And I turned past and it was on. And I was like, this is just soft core. People pay
ordering it.
People pay for soft core.
When you're not willing to admit you paid for it. Inudavi says that the blue shirt version of Obi-Wan looks like it has a good face sculpt on it.
Yeah, I've got that. This is the Wandering Jedi, and I think he's talking about what the hell was the name of that planet? I don't know.
Is the head removable on that one? Just in case you find the blue one, you can just use that body when you want them to be bummy.
There you
go. Bummy Obi-Wan.
Someone once said that when Vader confronted Obi-Wan in...
Oh, God, it's happened. He's found me. Hi, bud. You should be getting your shower.
Wow.
I was like,
go.
Whose dad is in here? That's what I was like. Then I saw the name.
Wow. I was gonna say Obi-Wan in A New Hope. Vader knew that Obi-Wan was not actually going to take that fight seriously because he kept his robe on.
And he didn't point. He didn't two-fingered point.
Sony
Jabeen.
asks,
That's the planet I was thinking of. Jabeen.
would those little ships be called Jazz Wars? But then he immediately said he's going to see himself out over there.
Yeah, I just.
Thank you. Thank you.
Akuteki
How
also
are
wanted to
you
know
doing,
if,
X-Zero?
I'm doing pretty good. Akuteki wanted to know if Reva had any extra holes.
She's got 2 in the bottom of the feet, and
You know your son's watching.
I was showing articulation.
Oh, how am I doing? I am doing fairly good. I can't believe we are already at the end of the week, and yeah, it's gone by pretty quick. So we've been kind of frantically cleaning the house. We actually have a house guest this weekend, so that should be fun. Friend from out of state. Otherwise, everything's been pretty uneventful. We've gotten a crap ton of rain here, and I'm hoping that it takes a break because I want to enjoy my pool for the rest of the summer. I got some interesting stuff this week. Stuff I'm actually keeping in the box. I had a pile of loot on BBTS, and I got the Black Series George Lucas Stormtrooper. I don't know necessarily why I wanted this one, but I did. The face sculpt on him is kind of doofy, but it's neat. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to open this or keep it in the box because it looks pretty cool in the box. And how long Hasbro is going to keep doing this is a mystery. So I might open glasses. What's that?
Buy him some glasses.
I mean, young George Lucas didn't wear glasses.
I didn't.
No.
You had a gray beard.
No, he's right here.
Right, but if you look at the one that's actually in the Stormtrooper armor,
Yeah, he's got the gray beard.
That's an old guy.
But
so therefore you should buy that one some glasses.
But how do
My
we
box-
not know that the Stormtrooper helmet, doesn't have corrective lenses?
yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Well, obviously they
Yeah.
don't. That's why they miss.
Yeah, but so you can't see out of his
They're
stormtrooper.
they're beer goggles.
Or they're all corrected for George Lucas, and the rest don't have the same problem.
That's true.
So.
1%.
There's no way he could be fitting in that armor.
So my box has a little crease right here, so that's why I don't know whether I'm gonna. I mean, from the front
Ruined.
it's fine.
It's ruined.
Next up, I had these on pre-order through Hasbro Pulse. The Focus.
You're significantly blurry.
Yeah, I am very
Thank
real
God I
blurry
was better with the beer.
So yeah, I got the Baroness. I got Destro. And I also got Lady J. I guess my my green screen function is still on here. And I also got Gung Ho. My Gung Ho, despite the fact that it came from Hasbro Pulse, that card back is also creased. I might actually contact Pulse and see because a lot of times with Pulse, if you have a complaint with a product, they just send you another one.
You're not going to open them?
What's that?
You're not going to open them?
Not so far. I mean, I already have all of them. I like the way they look on the cards. I'm going to call Hasbro Pulse and tell them, like, hey, I bought these with the intention of leaving them on card, which is true, and that my Gung Ho is really creased, and I'll see what they do. Because it'd be cool to have a second one of him, because I think he looks better than the initial one that came out.
How was everybody's red cog packaging? They all look like the boxes got wet.
I got mine from Target.com, so mine was in actually really good shape.
Hasn't appeared in North Carolina.
It's funny, like, T and I talk about this all the time, but like when we tend to find something, you then turn around and see it, or if you get it shipped from somewhere, the day after you get it or the day after somebody finds it for you, you see it on store shelves.
Right.
Every store I go to now has red cog, so if you want one, I'll get you one.
Mine came from Target.com, and it looked like the box got wet and dried. And all the ones in the store looked like they got wet and dried.
the box for the blackout that I got from Target.com came beat to absolute shit.
Mm.
So I was glad that I found one in the store first. And like I took it back and they're like, is this okay? I was like, I got this from Target.com this way. So
You said Destro. It made me think and take a look. If anybody had pre-ordered the Mezco 1/12 Collective Destro, this is the release month for it, and it doesn't look like it's been pushed back. So
you'll be getting charged. Dude.
Get them while it's ready.
Where's my damn Solomon Kane and Crow?
Solomon Kane did get pushed back because I got him on pre-order too. I was checking all this the other day just to see. Hold on, I can tell you. The Solomon Kane was pushed back to November. And the Crow, let me look at the Crow real quick. And your 1/12 Collective Crow was pushed back to October. So now you know. T, I'm talking to you, bud. I know you got that Destro on pre-order.
Thanks.
I'm trying to give you a heads up.
Sportman
I
says
might need to sell a
Red Cod
kidney.
would still go well with type. I think he'd be good with Grand Max.
I gotta sell a kidney.
You know what else is going to be charged real damn soon?
Yes.
Well, we'll get to that later on. But I'll
Somebody
wrap
tell
up
me
here.
take out a loan.
I got a Road Hauler. Found him at Walmart. My Walmart has only had 2 Velocitron figures, leading me to believe that they had the case. Somebody got to somebody working there and got them to put select ones out. So my Walmart only ever put 3 of these guys out.
Right.
They're all gone now. So,
I was going to say, between you and me, we were hitting both of those Walmarts pretty regularly.
yeah. And the Aberdeen one still hasn't put anything out. Oh, I also got Fennec Sean. She came in my pile of loot.
I never.
Also in my pile of loot is a figure I probably will
Yes, I did.
also leave in the box, which is the Nest Bumblebee.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm not planning on opening him because he's
Why?
not.
Send it back.
Trash.
Because it's an exclusive, and this is a figure I don't care about. That down the road I might be able to make a profit on. So, it's not getting opened.
Good luck.
Up, dog. I
Also-
got a bad figure and a bad repaint. You know, you want to pay me 3 times the amount.
Man, there are people that want stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Expensive
They do.
trash.
And then lastly, I got the last of the Wrecker set. Leadfoot, who was awesome. It's G2 Leadfoot, though doesn't have any G2 logos on him, but still. I love this guy. He's a smart reuse of the Earth version of Mirage. And I forget this guy's name. I had the instructions here. I forget his name.
Mammophus.
Yeah, but he's okay. He has some tolerance issues. Like these fossilizer remolds definitely are suffering from some mold degradation and just general looseness. So I'm gonna have to get him up with the Kiki to get him up to snuff.
Have you figured out how to combine them all?
Have I?
Yeah.
I have not. I'm waiting for I don't know if you've noticed, Tauntaun has had 0 content other than combining weaponizers and fossilizers.
I hadn't noticed that.
Oh, so Inutabi says 3 in a pack on a Voyager. And Mecha's reviews. I don't think anybody's found Cosmos yet. Other than scalpers.
Only reruns on Netflix.
Yeah. Mechas Reviews won my my Sky giveaway. And I just mailed that out today.
Congratulations!
Yay!
UPS.
How did Kato get his Cosmos?
I think he got his on Pulse.
Oh, I don't know why I threw some extra twang on that. Kato's.
Before anybody could come around and say to friends in the community, "Hey, Pulse has the Velocitron figures," Cosmos had already sold out.
Yeah.
They just all kind of went up randomly, and when I think all of us are in multiple chats for the hobby,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, by the time I got any wind that they were in stock on Pulse, first one I tried going after was Cosmos, and sold out. So
on there and Walmart's website.
yeah, Walmart was gone in the blink of an eye. But apparently, I saw on either, I want to say it was Sabertron, somebody had talked to someone from Walmart, and Cosmos is going to come like exclusive to a case. So right now he's mixed and he's one, but he could turn into a shelf warmer down the road. So yeah,
I hope they don't do like when they re-released the Deadpool. That took like a long time before that case came out.
yeah.
But you see, what I don't like about news like that is like we want to panic. We want to go. Don't make us not.
They
panic.
want you to.
No, I want to panic. I want to be enraged. I want to go out and scramble and try to find something. And the news that it might be plentiful down the road, I
I like this more than I should.
As long as
Barely
I'm glad you're happy. I still don't know how come you guys are all getting all your Storm Shadows and I can't find them anywhere.
If I knew you wanted it or needed it, I would have picked one up for you.
Well, I got them on order on BBTS, so I mean, I won't have to pay for the shit, you know.
That was the problem. Should have did Amazon.
well, but he'll
tried,
get it
he was sold
eventually.
out.
That's the thing. You just got to BBTS. You're playing the long game.
Yeah.
It took me 11 months to get this guy.
I don't know. BBTS is kind of random. They'll be like the last to get certain figures, and then like when it came to like Motormaster, they were right behind Dorkside.
You know, Dorkside never did get their Alley Vipers.
Really?
I'm just saying.
I think
I ordered them on Dorkside. They canceled. They were fine with it. I just, it just hit me. They never got their Alley Vipers. They never got their bats.
BBTS was really late getting their Alley Vipers and bats because I had them on pre-order there, and then they ended up. I found them in the store, so I canceled my Amazon.
Same here.
I forgot I had them with BBTS. BBTS like 3 or 4 weeks ago, like right before my wedding, was like, "Hey, your pre-order's processing soon." I was like, "No, it's not." And then I went to a Target, and son of a bitch, there's 3 Alley Vipers on the peg. So
Right.
I think some of the Troop Builder ones Hasbro might replenish.
Yeah, the Alley Vipers are still being stocked. People are still sending me pictures.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm not sure about the bats though.
Well, both have been in stock in Amazon a few times.
Yeah.
Not long, but they've been there.
Yeah, it gets me though. Like as soon as you see something like that, like they don't sit on the pegs. Like there were Cobra officers at the 2 Walmarts I went to in this past week.
Never saw. Still haven't seen a Cobra officer on a shelf.
I didn't even know that they were like part of the wave. I thought they were like exclusives. But yeah, I was like cool, and then I went back to the Walmart, and then it was just Spirit and Storm Shadow, and now the store is just Spirit, which sucks because Spirit should be the one to get. In all honesty, like that's
Spirit is a good figure. I like them. I love them.
Yeah, it's just
You
Lady
got
J.
weird or something.
I
I've
didn't
seen
catch
some
what
cool
you said.
pictures of Spirit versus Predator lately.
Yeah.
People have been mixing those up.
Not that
There
do
you
we have news or something to talk about?
We do. We'll get into it with Dave's favorite segment.
This week in repaints.
All right. We're getting a masterpiece version of a Diaclone character yet again. So MP53 Plus Diaclone Burnout. So we just got Burnout.
Hey, Dave, not to interrupt, but sorry. Dave, Storm Shadow is in stock and shipping right now at regular price on Amazon.
There you go.
Okay.
Go to it. Go forth. Here, I'll share the link. All right, so Jordan, back to you, Jordan.
So we get the Diaclone Burnout, and it's got a new head. So thankfully, they're not just for this Velocitron
More
one.
like a kitty cat.
Yeah, he does. Or
Is it a he?
Like-
Because in the U.S., Burnout is a he. She.
That's a good question. It's
But
kind
either
of
way,
hard to
dude
tell.
look like a lady. Or lady look like a dude, I should say.
Just bought it from T-Man's Amazon store.
Yeah. That was a kind of dainty pose 2 pictures ago. That one.
I don't care what it is. I love this color
Mhm.
scheme. I've been collecting the Diaclone stuff for Masterpiece, so I'm in on this one. I love this mold too. This is like the most fun Masterpiece mold that Takara Tomi's come out with in a long time.
I don't have crosscut yet, so I won't be getting this. Only thing intrigues me or interests me about this set is the PP color Carly.
TT Carly. I mean, yeah. It's cool.
That's a no for me, dog.
I like that he also comes with all the weapons as well. But figured
All
it's a
the
pass.
weapons.
It'll be like me and Deluxe will be like the only 2 people to get it.
Hmm.
All right, next up
Well,
we
you know
have
Deluxe,
what's that?
so we know Deluxe getting it.
Well, yeah, so he said meh, and I said, come on, it comes with a clear yellow Carly. You're obligated.
It's a Transformer.
It's a Transformer. You're obligated. So the inevitable Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon Masterpiece Starscream. So yeah, no.
It's just a cash grab.
Well, it's a cash grab, and there are a lot of people that like this deco. I mean, it's the inevitable easiest repaint to do.
This is the Revenge of the Moon version. Is it the only difference is the paint?
The paint, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as we can tell,
gonna
no new biceps.
Yeah.
No new weapons.
Well, that was the thing, is the initial release came with both the weapons he needed. Like, it came with the cutter tool that he used in, I believe, exclusively Dark of the Moon. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, he also comes to this.
Oh god, you know what? Just keep on going because I want to start on a Bayverse rant again, and you don't want me doing that.
I'm assuming this will be a Target exclusive. It's just kind of funny because this guy hit $45 at some Targets, which was kind of unprecedented. But
Happened right after I bought him.
yeah, it happened, and it was like one of their first really weird random clearances where a product was in demand, it was selling, and then they're like, nope, we're gonna cut it down.
Can we go to his back picture again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I won't be getting it, but it looks good.
It looks as good as this design of Starscream should look.
Yeah.
Yes.
They never explained why he got the freaking paint job. Sorry, had to get.
They didn't explain half of anything.
They didn't explain why Megatron changed alt modes every single movie.
They did
And
explain-
design.
Actually,
They
that was the
didn't-
one time they did because they freaking rebuilt him in front of us. I was
That
good
was
with
one
that.
time. One time.
That was the only
Well,
time.
then he also got battle damaged.
No, he didn't. He changed alt modes like every movie.
Yeah,
He did.
every single movie.
Okay, actually,
Well-
no. They did explain why he turned into a truck, but you had to play the video game. That actually
Right.
happened in the video game. I do not.
Did it have to do with Transformium?
Well, that was the
No.
4th movie, and they were trying to make
Okay.
a
Then
replica.
they never explained why he went from freaking Okay, I got the Galvatron thing. Then why he went from Galvatron back to Megatron? How to get a spark? Just go on to the net. Get me out of Bayverse.
You just have to remember
Okay,
that
well,
Revenge
I
of the
think
Moon is the best
what's her
movie.
face? I think she just must have gave him a spark back.
Oh, Quintessa.
Quintessa.
But it was
So-
weird. I mean, he never was Galvatron outside of like what the people called him.
Mhm.
You know, like they were like calling him Galvatron, and
no reason.
he, you know,
And the toy was labeled Galvatron.
the toy is labeled Galvatron, but like in the movie, he. I mean, if you really want to split hairs, like there's still cuts of the movie that refer to Brawl as Devastator,
Yep, I have one.
but
And what's his face? The Mohawk dude. He was like,
Yeah.
"That's Megatron reincarnated."
Oh yeah.
Okay, just keep on going. Just keep on going. Get me out of this stuff. Get me out of this.
That was your fault, Dave.
Do we
It's
have
great.
anything else
I
in here?
know.
I want this. I will get this.
Good. You're part of the problem. Great.
I
Hope you
like this
enjoy it.
deco.
Bayverse has more continuity errors than G1.
It's like if they like based Carnage and C Minor as their jumping off point.
Well, the first, I still have the leader
You
class.
know
version
Michael
of
Bay
that.
was probably laughing his ass off when freaking Broadside landed on Devastator. He probably thought it was the funniest shit on Earth, too. Sorry. Sorry, Colin.
So
I'm
this
getting
one-
that.
this one we've seen, but these are our first in-hand pictures of the Legacy Alpha Trion Orion Pack set. So we get some comparisons here. Which
That is one of the best reuses of a mold ever, period.
Yep.
It's
I
agree.
agree. And it's cool now here you can see some of the mold changes they made. Like they're subtle ones, like the upper thighs are different on Alpha Trion, and they've surprisingly reused most of the arms, but the shoulder parts are remolded.
Outer wings.
I only have one stupid criticism about Alpha Trion, and it's a stupid one. He really should have come with the staff, but that's about
He
it.
should-
And if
he-
that's the
he
only
should've come with
criticism
the
I got,
staff.
that tells you something.
Yeah.
But you know what? You probably have an extra staff somewhere that one of your figures is not using. Yes, there's a sexual innuendo there, but it's fine.
So you get our official Orion Packs comparisons here with the Thrilling 31, as well as the Powder Primes Orion Packs.
I think I own all these.
Oh yeah, I have the one on the far right. I've always liked that one.
I've got all three. Well, I also have the other the Titans Return one, which was like a cup repaint. I got
Oh,
that somewhere.
I had that set for like a week.
Yeah, I still have it, and that one wasn't that bad. I mean, the fact
I've got that Titan. I've got that Lion Alpha Trion. I don't know why, but I do.
because it was an actual representation of Alpha Trion. I mean, it was the best we had at
Probably.
the time.
Lion
That's why I
mode didn't
bought it.
suck. I still have to say it was pretty creative that was actually a remold of Broadside,
Yeah,
which was actually one of the best versions of Broadside I've ever seen.
yeah. I actually thought his jet mode was actually not that bad. A lot of people hated on it, but yeah, this is looking to be the best looking Alpha Trion we've got officially. Then C-Dub aerial
Cool.
bots. And now it makes sense why he comes apart, as so that actually really works for the mold, I think.
Hey, Megatron, you're cool. That's great.
And their alt modes.
I'm gonna just shoot you for no reason.
And you get a look at the key to Vector Sigma with Vector Sigma
Cool.
and the complete set. I really wish they had just not given him the Energon Goody container. It makes zero sense for this set.
I'm with you on that.
And
I don't think it's a communicator now. That's what it is.
I will never not see that as like the either a vape pen or the Energon Goody dispenser.
Juice box.
Next up, we got a Transformers crossover that literally no one asked for. I know we tried to stay positive on this show, but man, this looks real bad.
We talked about this last week. Or
We had like one shot of it. We didn't have like anything substantial. These are the
And we didn't have the other guy.
Yeah, we didn't have the other guy, so we have talked about this, but like we just had a tiny image to go off of,
And now
He
we're
looks
all the
like-
better because of high
he looks
res
like-
images.
He looks like when Galvatron wanted to be the planet.
well, yeah, what do you want to be in a crime?
And that Matrix visible right there looks so dumb.
It's supposed to be a camera too.
yeah, no.
So like the Canon camera, the EOS mode looks fine.
Yeah, that looks great.
It's a great toy camera, but I'd rather have my real camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'd rather have just a regular camera. It's a robot. It looks stupid. It looks like
In the
a fully
wise
foldable
world,
McDonald's toy.
in the wise words of Shania Twain, that don't impress me much.
All right. This looks like the McDonald's toys, but with extra articulation.
And
I
a
mean,
lot more.
proportionally, yeah.
That's actually pretty funny. That's actually, God dang, the lens cap's a shield.
What gets me is that like he has masterpiece style hands, but you can tell he's got no ankle articulation whatsoever.
Nope. I see the only people buying this are reviewers to say not to buy it.
Yeah.
No, somebody's gonna love it.
There you go, T. Fortnite Transformers crossover battle bus. How about that?
If it doesn't look dumb, okay.
So we
If
have
it doesn't
this
look like
teaser.
a bus with legs attached to it.
It is definitely going to be that. It's going to look like that cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro.
We had this
Nope.
teaser at the end here too.
That's not a weird Japanese Megatron.
Yeah, and I think all of us were thinking it was Megatron at first, and then saying like, well, Reflector would make sense. And guess what? It actually is Reflector.
But
But-
you don't understand. Wouldn't it make more sense for it to be Galvatron? Because he turns into a cannon?
Ah,
I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
As 23 viewers suddenly cried out in terror.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I hope they all clicked like before they left. So
They did it first, but they're regretting their decision.
Donut Prime.
One major thing I have with this, and I have no interest in either of these, but they could have maybe made me want this if this mode was in the G1 Reflector color scheme. Like the Prime one is realistic and everything.
I still, speaking for Reflector, I got the Make Toys one, and that is still probably, I like that. That is my favorite Reflector I've ever owned.
I'll tell you that it's probably canon is saying you can't screw with our aesthetics. In alt mode, it's probably got to look exactly to their specs.
Right.
They're no fun.
I'm willing to
That's
bet that's what it is.
probably
Because you're right. That would make sense. It's easy. Like you have the original color scheme on Prime, so why would you not do that?
Yeah. It would actually make me, think twice about buying this.
What if this was a numbered masterpiece?
The only thing,
No.
the only
It
thing,
would be a master pass for me.
You,
the
you
only
would
thing
give
that
up
kind
your
of
dream?
gets me is they put that telephoto lens on the Optimus one, and if they were smart, they would have put just a wide flat lens because this is, God, we did lose 2 viewers to that joke. Son of a bitch. Is that there actually is a type of camera lens called a prime lens, and I think they should have put that on with him. But I think only camera people would have gotten that.
Alex Fights has a question. I don't know if we can say that to the end or what.
We have it now.
Simple. I hoard toys, so no, I don't.
I will do eBay, and I do eBay because there's fees, but it's the most straightforward way. I don't have too many opportunities to go to conventions and set up a table. I'm typically going to conventions to see and hang out with people that I don't normally get to see and hang out with. So I will just do eBay, and I did Facebook Marketplace for a while, but the problem with it is you get relentless hagglers, and then you get people that they'll comment sold, and then they'll try and haggle you on the end to the point
The
where
few times I've sold stuff, I went to a dealer.
Yeah.
I'm like, I went to a dealer that I knew, someone that I've done business with a couple times. So somebody, frankly, that I have spent money with. So he took plenty of my money. So I'm like, okay, man, I've got some inventory for you. We've got a relationship. Let's keep our relationship. Treat me right.
I've still been doing Facebook, but I haven't been getting any messages. So.
Yeah, I have a Facebook post live right now. The problem also with Facebook is that you get alien abductees. You get people that are like, hey, is this still available? And you're like, yeah, are you interested? And they're gone. They're
Yep.
fucking gone.
They got to be related to that girl I was supposed to go to prom with. Because she asked me, "Are you available?" I said, "Absolutely." I'm like, next thing I know,
she's like, "Dave, are you available?" You're like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's what I thought."
The X-Files Sting plays.
Oh, like, I just wanted to know. I didn't want to buy it.
Yeah, but to Jordan's point, I have had most success selling on eBay.
I mean, you will get people there that will try and haggle and lowball you, but you can just ignore them.
Right.
They also
It's all controlled. Yeah.
Yeah. They also don't deter other potential buyers. I also find on eBay, like, do a 7-day auction. I used to do 5-day, and my wife was like telling me about 7 days the way to go, and she had done her homework on it, and I found more success on the 7-day. Sell on a Friday, go Friday to Friday, and try and time it to about like when people are out of work for like an hour, because nerds don't have anything to do on Fridays. To be honest, they'll be checking their eBay to see if they're getting a figure that they've been that too.
That took me back 20-something years when I actually used to be watching auctions.
Yeah, but the thing about eBay is, like you said, there's fees, but you're also getting buyer protection, seller protection.
Yes, and that's
discounts with shipping. So it's up to you whether or not the fees are worth your while, but that you are paying for a service at least.
You also can technically sell on Amazon too.
You can.
Allergic to selling and addicted to buying. Kevin, you should sell the Revoltech TMNT. You haven't touched them in years.
Yeah, I'll buy that Leonardo.
And when I say that, I mean to me.
Leonardo. I need Leonardo.
He's going to sell me his Hot Toys Gen Urso. That's what I want from his collection. Come on, Kevin. Come on, buddy.
He doesn't even know what it looks like.
Batman. I'm kidding.
I just want one of the 4 of them. You can keep the other 3, man.
Yay. Non-transforming, non-posable things.
Well, these are the Jada Toys nano metal figs. These are cool if you have city bots or you're trying to do a display with a large bot.
Because Lord knows I need that scaled Scorponok with my set.
Well, I wanted to say, like, this Scorponok is like the biggest miss in this whole set, because they should have just done Beast Scorponok. Period. Like, it's cool they're doing other Seekers. They've got Red Wing, Acid Storm, Nova Storm. I mean, Battle Trap's in there probably because they were like looking at the Kingdom stuff, or wait, wasn't Battle Trap? Yeah, Battle Trap actually was C-Dub stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The only way I would buy these is if I played Monopoly, but I don't.
Battle Trap was a great figure, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely awesome figure, those Duocons. They did both Flywheels and Battle Trap.
Yeah. That's why at first I was like, wait a minute, was he Siege or Earthrise? No, I'm thinking he was Siege.
No, Flywheels was
Siege.
Siege.
Yeah. Battle Trap was like the end of. He was like Powder of the Prime.
Yeah, but still, great figure. Great posability. Cool. The gimmick worked great. I can't recommend that one higher.
Flywheels was called Skytread or something.
Yeah, but it was still Flywheels.
Yeah, Flywheels just didn't get 2 robot modes or 3 robot modes total.
Next.
Yeah, so Walmart exclusives. They were found in Canada. Next up, anybody that's going to TFCon Chicago, I'm officially jealous of you because Peter Cullen is going to be there. He's going to be there October 21st to the 23rd. I believe Frank Welker is going to be at BotCon, if I'm not mistaken. So anybody going to both conventions, it's a great opportunity to meet.
Have they announced their hotel blocks yet?
For BotCon?
No, for Chicago.
I think they did a while ago.
Okay.
Go now, because like somebody else said earlier, he old.
He is up there. I think he turns 90 this year.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'll find out for sure.
You keep on talking, I'm on it.
So.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Oh, wait, I'm wrong. He was born, So, yeah, he turned 80.
Well, that's old.
He turned 80 last year.
That's ancient in many years.
Oh, you're right. He is Canadian. Damn. Ugh.
Optimus Prime is no longer the bastion of American culture.
Ugh, selling all my Optimus.
Captain Kirk's Canadian too,
Well, that yes, and
Well, that
Jewish.
figures.
and Jewish. Yeah. Well, so was Nimoy, was he?
Yes.
Cool.
Leonard Nimoy.
Oh.
The guy that
And-
did the voice for Galvatron.
Yeah.
Oh.
That means
He's
Galvatron's Jewish.
Yeah.
We know
What's
Optimus
that?
Prime.
He got converted by Unicron in more than one way.
But we know that we know Optimus Prime's Jewish thanks to Family Guy.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I wonder if they knew that about. Oh no. Yo, someone else.
Kev says, Matt, I actually own the actress that plays Jyn Erso.
There's a lot of questions I have with that.
I have doubts. If you own her, then what is she doing tied up in my basement?
You know, she's like 50. She's over 50, right?
Cool.
Oh, Jane
Hey.
Erso. Sorry, I was thinking Fennec. Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking Fennec. Not Jane Erso.
So next up, there is going to be a Transformers fan stream this coming Tuesday, so August 16th, over on the Hasbro YouTube channel. So I don't know that there'll be much new here. They'll probably be going over a lot of the SDCC stuff, but they do have more Shattered Glass stuff to reveal. I think there's 2 or 3 more figures to go for the second wave.
I've been finding these Transformer things, much like their figures, they just leave me hollow.
Did you at least get some Waffle House while you're up here?
Actually, we went to the same Waffle House both to and from. Waffle House is the greatest and worst thing about American culture, because if you find not all Waffle Houses are created equal.
No, they're
if you
not.
find yourself a good one, treat them right. They will treat you right.
Then the other thing too is Waffle House is a good litmus for how we're doing. It takes
Yes.
an extreme event.
There is a fee. The Waffle House is considered if Waffle House closing, that is actually registered by FEMA.
It's true. It's not a joke.
Not a joke. True story though. The Waffle House was by my apartment. I had this one server there. She and I were like, we were good friends. Wait, the wrong thing. She and I were good friends, and even if there was like a line waiting, she would already have. If my she would already have my food cooking before I would sit down, and it's a good thing when you get that flow going on. Hey Rod. Hey Michael.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, man?
Mike's
Going
on vacation.
Carnersville, Route 66. Phenomenal Waffle House. Oh, then we got this.
Yeah, we got this. So this is a new third-party company called Wonder Trans, and this is their freshman figure, Ronin, which looks an awful lot like the Flames Toys version of Drift. If you're just
How many-
giving it a glance.
How many third-party names have trans in it?
A lot now. You had Iron Trans, Trans Arts. There was another one. Transcraft.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I think it was Transmech or something like that.
Well, first of all, we know this thing costs half as much or less than the Flames Toys one.
Yes. So the Chosen Prime is the only place that I'm aware of that actually has a pre-order up for this, and they want, I believe, $160 for it. Maybe it was $170, $169.
I think it was 170.
Yeah.
Still no price on Shozy.
Yeah. So Showzi's deposit only.
Yeah.
I'm curious because this is just supposed to be 7 inches tall. I'm curious if, again, Showzi's going to have a lower price because typically these new companies, when they come out, like the Chinese prices are low. They're not established. They know if they sell too high, they're not going to build an audience.
Shozy says that it's 8.27 inches,
So-
and it is fully painted with metallic paint from top to bottom.
which that's awesome.
Yeah, well, look at
That
those
thing is
transparent
beautiful.
plastic accents. I mean, this looks immaculate.
And if you're, already a MMC owner, this is the Earth mode version of Drift, so they can coexist together in your collection if you wanted a.
Is it really Earth mode? Because
Yeah,
what kind of car is that?
it's a sci-fi futuristic car, but it's not Cybertronian.
I've seen, when I look at this car, I see like 3 different cars right now.
Me too.
I also happen to see
Cybertron, Megatron.
No. Oh no. Okay. See 4 cars now. Now I see Cybertron, Megatron. I was actually going to say Armada Drift.
Well, also the Armada Blur.
Yeah, Armada Blur.
Yeah, Armada Blur was my first one, and
Yeah.
then somebody said Megatron.
And then remember, I said Point Blank. That does look like Point Blank's alt mode.
There is a 89 Batmobile aesthetic hiding somewhere in there too, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. This could have a lot of good potential remolds if the QC is good. A lot
Yeah,
of
and that's
potential
the
retools
kicker.
to it.
This is one that I would want 2 of because the car looks beautiful, and then the robot looks beautiful.
So Jedi Mindset says that the alt mode was inspired by future GPX Cyber Formula anime.
How I know exactly what he's talking about. I actually had because that was released in the U.S. And it was like this weird non-posable toy. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh
and
man,
yes, I totally see that.
Jedi Mindset, how do you know
Dr.
these?
Tricky
It's
says.
suspicious that you know these things. Are you this company?
Aquatech says Mach 5, and I can see that too, especially in the colors.
So who's
And
getting
the 3 pointy things on the front.
Depending on what show Z says, I'm likely in.
I will survive in my mind.
Because I've like done math for Show Z for their differences between domestic sites and Show Z. It's a lot like my old Amazon Japan formula.
I mean, on sometimes they're priced very similarly, but like especially Legends figures, I get Legends figures through them. You can't beat the price difference. A $50 Legends figure on Show Z will be $100 US, and
Yes.
fuck that.
Well, like the Bingo Toys stuff. Like Bingo Toys had their Waveman figure, which was the 3A style Shockwave, and I got mine for I think $100 on Show Z, and that's a huge figure.
Is that the same
so-
company that's doing the Windblade?
Yeah.
Okay. The Windblade
same.
on there is like 105.
It just got me, because like one reviewer didn't like Waveman, and then all of a sudden like people in comments were like, "Oh, this figure's got a bad reputation. This figure's got a bad reputation." I'm like looking at 6, 7, 8 other reviewers that are like, "This is a good stand-in for 3A. This is what it does. It's a Transformer second. It's cool that it transforms, but you want this for the robot mode and the presence." And I got that figure, and I was just like, "This is fantastic." It's not as good as Monocrat. The Monocrat Mega Tank, that's still my figure of the year for a third party.
What is Waveman?
That's that like Shockwave figure.
Hmm.
Well, it's, I think that's the third party name for like the Bumblebee movie Shockwave that goes in with all the other 3A 30 stuff. But yeah, depending on the cost, I love this design. I love the robot mode. I briefly owned the Flames Toys Drift, and I didn't like how it felt in hand. So
This is perfect to me. Those proportions
The
are
Flames,
awesome.
the Flames toy stuff is I just cannot. They're not their price.
have you ever handled one, Dave?
Briefly, I mean, they were gorgeous, but like,
I got so much flack because I feel like they're very inconsistent in their construction. Like so much of them feel substantial and feel very sturdy, and then in the case of Drift, there were a lot of plastic pieces that felt like, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here, but they felt like Gundam model kit quality plastic.
well, that's the thing. But their models are excellent. But I'm just
Yes.
saying their Kurakurai stuff
Yeah.
is just. Anyway, this has got my attention. Let's move on.
All right, so moving on, we're going to get out of, this is all we have for third-party news this week, so definitely cool stuff there. The Hiss Tank is wrapping up, and before our next show, this thing will be fully funded and ready to go into production. As of right now, they are at 19,250 backers. There's a good chance in the next 4 days they could cross 20,000 backers. I think that's pretty realistic.
Wait till Dave buys his too.
I gotta figure out how to do that payment that you can split payments through PayPal.
I don't think I tried last night. I don't think it's a possibility. It's like it lets you pick PayPal, but it forces you to just do the regular style PayPal.
I have to stare at that for a while.
Well, you can stare at it with these brand new pictures.
Yeah, these pictures are sexy.
Yeah.
I assume that all the tiers have been unlocked, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've long since. Yeah.
Yep, the first week.
Whoever took these pics did a great job.
Yes.
So you get an actual look at how that
was when I was like, I'm in. I'm all in.
Mike says, yeah, you can't get the payment plan, or you can't do the 4-payment plan. He said, but I'm ready to cry for the $339 withdrawal. Still, everything you're getting for this, somebody did a price breakdown of this, and the 4 figures that you're getting with it, that's $100 right there.
Oh, the value is absolutely there. I'm just saying, I'm nowhere near saying that this is not the money. Especially compared to another particular Hasbro thing I don't know if we're going to talk about tonight. But this is the money is absolutely there. I mean, his tank is like $200 and you're getting over 100. Yeah, everything else, the value is 100% there.
And all the figures are molds that have never been sold separately.
Well, the Cobra Commander is probably just the old body.
No, he's going to be the 80s style. body.
And you're going to be, and the problem is that figure's going to cut
it.
me. In other words, I'm never going to be able to open that thing out of the package.
Yeah.
I will.
But this is
you can watch my video.
That's the thing about that Cobra Commander figure. They're going to do that because that's the error version.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to do a regular version.
I love
This
the
will be
way
the first time we had a female trooper. Officially made by Hasbro, anyway.
I love here too. You're finally seeing how these ladders are going to work.
I didn't even see the ladders into these pictures. I was wondering how you get up there to the cannon.
That's great.
Oh, the possibilities.
Oh, this is absolute. Again, not to reuse the word I said before. This is immaculate. This is exactly what Aquatechy is absolutely right. This is what HasLab is supposed to be.
All that you can be.
All right. Well, we'll get to our next one here. We'll go into Marvel Legends. We had a bunch of new Marvel Legends reveals.
Oh yeah.
The other day. So,
Oh
the
my god!
Khonshu
All the
wave.
money I'm saving, I can use to the his tank.
So first up, we get Agent Jimmy Woo.
Probably that's the only figure I want from that wave.
Come on. You don't want He Who Remains?
Who?
Yes. He Who Remains.
No.
I want him. He looks awesome.
Cool.
So one thing that's interesting about Jimmy is that in the pictures, it looks like he's actually holding this key card as an accessory. It's actually a hand.
Oh, it's molded in? Good.
So you don't have to worry about losing. I think that's a smart choice.
Now, the Khonshu Build-A-Figure looks beautiful.
I feel like that they will release that as a standalone one day.
That's what I'm
down the
hoping.
road.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they've played their hand too many times on that.
You might have to wait 2 years, but
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah. Hopefully with better dry brushing at that time. Then you get classic Loki, who kind of looks like he's wearing a diaper.
Well,
He
that's
did in the show though, so it's fine.
yeah.
And he has 2 faces and special effects. Look at that.
He should have come with the croc Loki. If you wanted to.
That would have been a good accessory.
I think the alligator is probably
Oh,
going to come with the teen
son of a
kid. Loki.
Bitch, those are new effects on his hands.
Yes.
The whole thing is new. But I bet you the teen Loki is going to come with that alligator.
Probably right.
Those effects will be shown again.
$30.
They'll come out.
Wait, go back. Go
Face
back to the
skull.
picture. He comes with the back of the package. He comes with the alternate face, the effects, and then on the left there he comes with the con shoe.
The con shoe.
That's all I wanted to say. Thank you. Next picture.
Yeah, all right. So totally not Kang the Conqueror here.
I love it. I mean, they could have made him look a little interested because he was all goofy and smiley and laughy.
And the apple is its own thing.
That's the thing, team. Once they do the selfie printings, you could get your head printed, and then you could be he who reviews.
Ooh, you have to buy that. Now you have to buy that figure just to put your head on him.
Mm-hmm. He who reviews. But he might be too dark.
Oh my god, there is no articulation in this piece
Yeah.
of junk.
It's just like Spider-Ham. It's disappointing.
No, he's got a little more articulation than Spider-Ham.
I thought Spider-Ham was the same. I felt like I mean, at least like this reminds me of like the first Guardians of the Galaxy rocket that.
Yeah. And then 2 years later, we got one with actual articulation. And it was a whole new mold.
Yeah.
Once again, but God, what a waste of freaking no.
Yeah, I mean, they
What if
basically.
we put the main part of Conchu with a stupid duck with no articulation?
So what you're doing is you're buying the Khonshu part for $22.
Yeah.
Duck in a head.
Yeah,
$24.99.
Yeah, the Conchu part is the draw here. The rest is just accessories.
Unless you want an Ant-Man head that doesn't look like Ant-Man.
And I guarantee you're gonna find all those boxes partially opened, and there might be a piece missing from them in every Target you go to.
Yep.
Shh, don't give him ideas.
Or just don't go to the one that T-Man goes to, and then wonder why he didn't review Howard the Duck.
And we get the what if.
Somehow I have Conchu.
How is that different from the other Red Skull we just got?
Yeah, squint your eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's just meant to look more animated, like the CG animated.
I was gonna
look.
say he looks much more stoic.
Then we get Zombie Iron Man.
God, I hated that Iron Bot that mold.
Well, now it has all new bone detail hanging out the back of the arm.
Did they even show the back of the arm here?
And the rib cage showing. How zombies ate through his armor, Lord knows.
Oh, okay, yeah, they actually did that. Actually molded that in.
And you also get the Zombie Scarlet Witch.
With accurate, wavy, snake-like hair.
You know
And her
she ain't
jacket's
balance.
all ripped up.
She is not gonna balance to save her life with that hair.
Mhm.
And there's a wrap on the wave. So,
Save.
I'm
Wow.
getting 2 of those.
while that Loki's not doing much for you, Dave, I'm curious what you feel about this one. So, Sentinel is continuing with their Marvel license, and now we got a fighting armor Loki look at.
Oh, we don't have the other Marvel wave that got released, the box set.
We'll come back to this one. I think there was. So I also did have. There was the event wrap. Well, the event roundtable. So
But here's the thing about these Sentinel armor things. They're actually pretty much. They're not all the same body, but they're all using the same base. Then they have additional flare. Yeah. So anyway, this I'm not getting this box set. This is basically, normally with every Marvel Legends wave, it's usually, oh my god, there's an awesome character I need to have. Oh my god, okay, there's your token remold, and then you have the okay, I didn't expect him in the wave, so that's kind of cool type of thing. This is like taking all those D-list I didn't expect them to have figures and just put them into a box. So there's no reason for me. These would normally all be shell formers. This is a box of shell formers.
And they're all very basic molds. So
the closest thing that goes through is the Razorback because of that ridiculous head. The Silvermane.
The guy with the wings.
Oh yeah, and the guy with the wings, but I think that's using the Blue Beetle body again. They just put wings on it. Silvermane, people have been doing that particular kit bash since the head pop came out with Speed Demon. So,
and their Hasbro's like, oh, we can just do that.
And Man is a complete disappointment because he should be on a much larger buck.
That and it's just literally Johnny Storm.
Yeah, I mean that should have been on.
Is that Johnny Storm or is that Iceman?
No, that's the Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm with the same body, the same effects pieces and everything.
Yeah, that should have been on the Hyperion body, if anything, because Molten Man was a big boy.
And the pictures here, he looks like he's made out of that weird cheese plastic.
There is. Unless you're a completionist, there's no reason for any of this. I mean, isn't that T-Man? Am I wrong? Isn't that that's just the ultimate Spider-Man mold?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that it's a Venomed one, but
yeah, they said in the comic he looked purple, so they gave him a purple sheen, metallic sheen.
I would buy that by itself, but yeah,
that's what they're hoping, that you want that and you want Silvermane or something.
But then you see, a wave like this usually would have to have an Amazeballs Build-A-Figure to back it up. This is what happens when you take out the Amazeballs Build-A-Figure.
I think this should also come at a discount. It's Amazon, so
if it's $100, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna be $125.
It would be a good case of patience saves pockets.
Absolutely, that's gonna be $60 on a Prime Day.
I wanted the Nimrod one. It was when it came out, it was close to $80, wasn't it, for 3 figures?
Yeah.
And granted, I mean, at the time, the prices weren't that high, so it was basically you were spending $40 for the 2 regulars, and then 30 or 40 for Nimrod. Yeah, and then he ended up going on I got it, and I was just nah, I'm gonna return this. I don't need this. And then he ended up going down to 40, 45. And I was yeah, for 45, I'll get this. I don't see this set selling out.
Not at all.
What is this set called?
Does it have an official name?
Disappointment.
Cash grab.
Yeah, I think it's just being called the Spider-Man 5-pack.
Awesome.
Cash grab 5.
All right. Next.
All right. Well, we'll go back to the that.
You asked me about that Loki. The Loki looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got the Deadpool for that one from that wave. It's a good display piece, but
meh.
Well, I know you guys like your wired capes.
Yes, wide capes are awesome.
I do love me a good wired cape.
But
if
these
that showed up in my house, I would love it.
These are all pretty much on the same body, except they've got the shoulder, in this case, the shoulder pads, the helmet, but they all have the same legs. They all have the same hips. You only need one fighting armor, and you'll know how the rest of the line is. So, like I said, I was happy I got the Deadpool, but after that, I'm I really don't need the rest.
It certainly doesn't come with as many accessories as that Deadpool does either.
No, but it's got the cape and it's got those shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I mean, Deadpool came with 2 pistols and 2 swords. Same hands.
So it's like when you get this, and then you get another figure with the same body but a different head. Then you get another body with a different head. I mean,
And then you get the remold, and you get the molded on chest piece.
Mm-hmm.
Think like a lightning collect. Literally, think of the lightning collection figures. Like compare the red Power Ranger to the Green Ranger.
But
Boom,
the Pink
there you go.
Ranger has boobies.
You know,
And the Yellow Ranger doesn't have a skirt.
But the Pink Ranger did. Oh no, she doesn't. That's right.
The April O'Neil Pink Ranger doesn't have a skirt.
Hmm?
The April O'Neil Pink Ranger doesn't have a skirt for the
Oh, no.
Power Rangers crossover. It's one of the things I noticed.
I still need to review that.
still need to open those.
I didn't
All
take that out of the package. I was interested in seeing this.
Yeah.
This- Matt, did you ever play the Arkham games?
Yeah, all the ones done by
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Yeah.
So, okay,
baby.
I loved this penguin design.
If he paints it right, it's gonna be.
Well, I mean, I just love that concept of it's not a monocle. Someone shoved a bottle in his eye and it healed it.
Yeah.
I never knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go
How
into
was
like
he
the,
alive?
I mean, that's not gonna kill you.
What
Oh, yeah.
doesn't kill you makes you quiet.
Arkham City is hands down one of the best video games ever made in the last 20 years.
I actually liked Arkham Origins for what it was, but it's weird because it takes place at Christmas. So playing it like any other time of the year, it feels weird.
But I mean, Arkham Knight pissed me off, or I like to call it Batmobile the game. But
That one wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't. If you would buy in on the other ones, that one was a decent closeout. It just wasn't as good as the other two.
oh no, storyline was decent. It's just like I said, I love the
You
Arkham
spend
Knight.
too much time in the Batmobile.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
They realize like, hey, the Batmobile's fun. Well, let's make that the whole game. Because like to me, the most disappointing thing was when you do all of the Deathstroke side missions, and then you're like they hype it up like you're gonna fight him. You have this rematch because you fight him in Origins, and he's got like a score to settle, and then he's just in a fucking tank.
Or
And it's
fighting
just
the
like-
freaking Arkham Knight and he's in a tank.
Yeah. And like that stuff was fun, but I wanted to play a Batman game, not Battlezone. Thank you.
Exactly.
So
I'm saying I love this penguin design. I thought it was just a wonderful interpretation. And this, yes,
That's the only picture?
well, yeah, this is the only picture right now for this figure. There is a tease for the Arkham City Build-A-Wave. Don't know. I'm hoping Mr. Freeze is in this
yes.
because that one will be because that'll also be McFarlane's first Mr. Freeze if he does it.
Oh, single jointed elbow.
Well, we know that he's going to get. We know Scarecrow's coming out from this design.
Mhm.
We know that for a fact because they're doing they have that gold edition Scarecrow. They'll probably put Red Hood out.
Yeah,
With
Killer
no
Croc's
gun.
coming out, but as a deluxe figure.
Killer
I
Croc.
don't know.
Oh yeah, they did come out the Killer Croc. I forgot about that. They already
Yeah.
came out with that. So
Arkham Knight's been out.
and the Titan Joker's out.
Yeah. Granted,
And
that's
plus
from Arkham Asylum, not City.
Still,
Splitting hairs.
That's
well, they
the
already
only-
have the Arkham City. They already have the Arkham City Joker. The Arkham City Joker.
Yeah.
So that already came out. Wouldn't mind an Arkham City Harley.
I never noticed that.
What?
I'm just catching up now about the bottle in the eye. I'm looking up from the game directly. I never noticed.
Yeah, I thought that was a beautiful way of giving him the monocle.
I can't believe they didn't do any of the Harleys.
I thought that they did one.
They did
McFarlane?
not.
McFarlane's
Yeah, I
only
thought-
done the traditional Harley
And he's
And-
done the Margot Robbie version.
and way too
but
many Margot Robbies.
I thought,
If you have the DC Collectibles Harley, they're in the same scale.
yeah, that was a good. I think I still have mine.
I still have mine.
I still have the DC. What was it? The one that's slightly shorter than 6-inch scale.
Yeah.
So, all right, we
I have
got.
the Play Art Sky one too.
So do I. Like T-Man said, the single jointed elbows, which annoys me on a Batman.
And we'll wrap things up with the Smile Fest 2022. So Bondi, Good Smile. They're coming out with some interesting stuff. Figma, they're doing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Mio. I haven't played any of the Xenoblade Chronicles game other than X and the first one. Interestingly, Figma is coming back with Metroid, Elden Ring, Demon Souls, Guyver.
Another one. I love that this Guyver's perfect.
Klonoa.
I think Klonoa is just a Nendoroid figure, so we'll get into the Smile Fest stuff. So Mio is just a drawing here. Again, I haven't played the game. I don't know anything about the character. This is the one I'm most excited for.
Same.
Yeah,
I have.
I need more pictures. 'Cause I don't like that pose.
and accessories,
Yeah.
range of motion.
It's interesting too. They haven't done Metroid Fusion either, because they did the Zero Suit Samus, so they could easily do a fusion suit. I love the design of the power armor repairing itself in Dread. You also get an Emmy.
And Emmy, look
which,
at that.
No idea what the hell that is, but that's pretty cool.
So the Emmys are these. The Galactic Federation builds these robots that are basically unstoppable. And
What could go
they
wrong?
are exactly.
You ever seen the movie Short Circuit?
Yeah.
It's like that, except he's an asshole.
Got it.
Well, there's also
And you'll probably end up dead. If you walk into the zone it's protecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, a horse.
so Elden Ring. I think they're doing one of the classes.
That thing
know
will
that they're
probably
doing
kill
the
you too in
horse.
that game.
No,
Is it a
he's
horse
your-
or a goat?
He's your mount. You can summon him at any time.
And then he kills you.
No, he's friendly.
Who is
one,
this?
I believe is from Demon Souls. That is also from Demon Souls. Sadly, that just appears to be a statue of Phoenix, right?
That's all it needs to do.
Yeah.
Hello, nurse.
Don't pretend like you're not going to pose it any other way but that.
Exactly.
And then we get the
We're talking about Matt
Nendoroid.
McCormick, by the way.
Wait, go back to King.
See, he could be put together with magnets and still work.
Right, just like the Kirby.
I hope the legs are.
No, hopefully then I'll finally get a chance to buy a Guyver 3 because I missed on the last Guyver 3.
But what's the name of the little pink guy that Kirby hangs around? He used to be a bad guy and now he's like a sidekick.
Lunch?
No.
Waddle Dee?
Waddle Dee. They could easily do a Waddle Dee that's magnets. I like the Cuphead and Mugman. I know what you're getting into with Nendoroid.
Nothing.
I mean, Sackboy might actually work because it looks
Yeah,
like
he should work.
Yeah.
Never
Oh,
did play the planet.
I don't know if this will have the Nendoroid in it that I'm actually thinking about getting.
Hey, in Apex
Apex
Legends it'll have ankle pivot.
Except
Ma-
they're Nendoroid, so no, they won't.
Yeah. Is this a statue?
It looks like a statue.
Nendoroid series, look at the
Nendoroid.
top.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to be way different.
The Klonoa actually looks like it has joints in it. I mean,
Yeah, some of them actually work like action figures, but most of them work like Mr. Potato Head.
But if you went back and look at Mugman and Cuphead, they were articulated.
Yeah.
They have joints.
No, they're gonna have arms that you have to change to get an elbow.
To get the pose, yeah, but at least you can maneuver them. I mean, it's not great.
But then when you have like Figuarts Mario, you're like,
yeah,
you could do it without the part swapping. Because it takes a lot. Like, I didn't understand it because the first Nendoroid I had was a Mega Man X, and I let T review it before I even had a chance to get hands on with it. And I watched his review, and I was like, "It can't be that bad in person. Like, that can't suck that much of the fun out." And when I got it, I was messing with it. I was like, "This sucks all the fun out of it." Like, it's so frustrating. Like, when you can't you're like, all right, I want my figure to make an elbow for this pose. And you're like, ah, shit, now I got to find the L-shaped arm piece.
That's exactly what's happening with Mugman right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Mega Man had like bendable legs, though, right?
It did.
But they just fall off.
Yeah. Like, Sackboy, I could deal with the arms and legs being straight.
Yeah.
Because they really...
The red doll.
Yeah. Head on a ball joint works. Apex Legends, yeah. I don't know anybody's even playing Apex Legends still.
It was a fun game. It's like the only of those games I ever got to win.
It was done by the same people that did Titanfall.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's actually, I think, does it take place in the Titanfall universe? I think it does.
I think it does. All right, we'll keep on moving.
It looks like we're getting a Stan Lee, the cat from Buzz Lightyear or Lightyear.
Stop.
Wow, a Cookie Monster that will actually come to market.
Elmo.
And then this one is really interesting because I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, it's Kane, obviously.
Yeah. But what scale is it going to be in?
Yeah. Is this considered Figma? And I mean, are they going to be doing
the mech for what's her name? From Overwatch.
I know
Diva?
exactly who you're talking about. No, not Diva. Bastion.
Yeah, Diva. Diva's mech.
No. I would say Bastion was kind of built like Kane.
But if they made her mech, it'd probably be $160.
People would want it. I'm curious this Kane. I know there's previously made Figma Robocops. I'm sure there's somebody that's like wanting this, but if it's not in scale, I see it being a horrific disaster.
Yeah, that scale is horrible.
Yeah. And then also, what accessories does he have? Because if he has a pull-out brain and a nuke canister.
Apparently, there's 1,000 toys, Cuphead, and Mugman. That's what Kevin is saying. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I think we saw pictures briefly, but I think they were grayscale. I have the Funko had articulated ones, like back when Funko was like trying their hand at doing like off the shelf action figures, like kind of in a similar vein to what Jack Specific does for their Mario stuff.
And loyal subjects.
Yeah. So I have an articulated Mugman and Cuphead. They're packed away with my gaming stuff. I gotta find.
The 1,000 Toys Cuphead is available right now in stock at BBTS for $60.
Oh shoot! I don't love Cuphead that much though.
No.
I mean, $13 for him and Mugman at GameStop. Yes.
I got blood drawn. They only stuck me in one place, but I have a bruise mark right here.
Obviously, they didn't stay in the lines when drawing.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, that'll do it.
No, did you see they did it? Did you have the price for that Flame Toys Megazord?
Yes.
So the MSRP is $400.
Toyco was selling it for $440.
$440. Okay.
He's usually a pretty good price because Also, I'm not sure if we talked about it I don't know if we talked about it in the chat, but apparently Storm collectibles are now going to be exclusively through BBTS.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that post. Yeah, we can wrap up talking about that because, to be honest, I think that's a bad deal.
I agree completely.
You know, I think Storm, I don't know what their margins are, but I think having them sell through places like Amazon has been beneficial for people to, like, the biggest barrier for Storm is curiosity buys. Like, when I first found Storm, they were in Toys R Us, and Toys R Us was, you could get them on BBTS, but they had Ryu was the first one I remember seeing there.
Mhm.
And you know, they were reasonably priced for the time.
Buy them in a comic book shop.
Yeah. Yeah,
$50.
with BBTS, you're going to have a harder time getting people, and like Storm has a lot of licenses, but I worry that by just going exclusive to BBTS, they're going to have a similar issue that Eagle Moss just had, where they've got all these licenses, but they're not able to meet.
Well, Eagle Moss you could buy directly from Eagle Moss, but the problem is through BBT. What I'm actually wondering is, with the shipping crisis going on, that they were just limiting it to one vendor, so all of a sudden they don't have to worry about selling to Toyco, to Entertainment Earth, to Diamond, and all of a sudden they've got, like, they can't literally keep up to with the demand.
Well, I mean, like in the case of Toyco, I think he has ties to Bluefin, and isn't Bluefin owned by Namco Bandai?
Yeah.
Because Storm.
Well, no, Bluefin, he doesn't have ties. Bluefin's a distributor. He has an account with them.
Yeah.
So that's why he can order. I mean, if you had the storage space and $1,000, you could be you could sell everything that Bluefin sells. He's a licensed vendor for Bluefin. What I'm wondering if Big Bad Toy Store said, "Hey, listen, we'll pay a higher margin, and you guys don't have to worry about taking care," because, well, we're not going to mention any names, but certain independent sellers sometimes would be knocked down on the list of when they would finally get their stuff. So by doing it this way, they're just worried about the one purchase order to the one company, and that's all that's going to the U.S.
Yeah,
but
I think my gripe with BBTS is, like, I still haven't pre-ordered Liu Kang because I'm like, I don't want to pay. Like, BBTS has been weird about their down payments for pre-orders. I'm like, I don't want to pay 10% of it now.
Oh no, that's a whole different thing altogether right now. I mean, I don't think it's right that it's just BBTS, but I could understand if it was BBTS, their direct Amazon store.
Oh, absolutely.
And Entertainment Earth or somewhere like that, I mean, look, it offended T-Man so much he can't even look at it.
I think they also should have included GameStop, because GameStop's one of those few places where it makes sense to have that sort of collectible, where someone's coming in like, I like Street Fighter,
You have to know, like I remember way back when I ordered Lobo through GameStop. He never showed up. GameStop never got their shipment. So
it took me like a year and a half to get that one Marcus Phoenix that they had on like one of their sales, the retro
Right.
Marcus.
Well, so I'm just saying, I don't think I can understand putting it through specialty stores, but I just don't think it should just be BBTS.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they should have a partnership with them, and I think it's great, to say like, hey, BBTS is going to have our exclusives, BBTS is going to be our priority retailer, but I think abandoning that Amazon storefront is a big mistake, and I think abandoning other e-tailers is just as bad, because competition's a healthy thing, and also not everybody shops at BBTS.
I actually think it's going to burn BBTS because they might get stuck with a ton of backstock.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to be
gonna order them.
franchise.
A lot of people are hooked on them, and they're just gonna order.
Well, I know. I mean, I know. People like
Womack.
Womack are probably already got it covered. But at the same time, like I said, there's certain franchises like Keegan Ashura. which, you know, I know Matt's totally excited that they have that license. Exactly. Nobody really knows Keegan Ashura. But all of a sudden, BBTS is going to be stuck with those figures.
I know
Right.
Keegan Michael Keen.
Whereas they could, you know, have their you know, anime specialty shops selling those, comic book shops selling those.
Exactly. I mean,
You know,
yeah, I do
know
not think
your
this
audience.
is a good idea, and I think it's going to burn a lot of people, and especially the collectors in the end.
Well, you know, like
On the other hand, I
I
did
worry.
pre-order the Balrog.
I worry it's going to hurt Storm because, like I said, these licenses cost money,
Yeah.
and when you can't meet the required margins, you know, to sustain your licenses, I worry about them losing licenses, and I worry about being like, you know, they've shown off like what's in the pipeline for their Mortal Kombat stuff. I know we've got Kano coming. I think they teased the Sonya. They teased the female ninjas a long time ago. Johnny Cage. I just want that core cast to get completed so I can finally have like my.
I just, it's not just that though. I mean, like I would almost say like, okay, if BBTS is just getting the license for the Golden Axe, some of the fringe stuff, I could get that.
But for everything,
yeah, that's gonna be bad.
everything that is bad.
So okay, cool. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a cool thing to wrap the night up on. So yeah, that'll do it for tonight's episode. I am trying to get Larkin's Lair on here. I've been talking to him on the side. I want to have an evening with him and talk about all the stuff he's doing in 3D printing, as well as customizing figures. I think that'd be a cool episode. So I'm trying to work that out for the next coming weeks. So stay tuned. Anyway, that'll do it for tonight. I want to thank everybody who came in, hung out with us in that live chat over there. Really appreciate it. If you don't mind, if you haven't already, smack that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Ring that notification bell. Check out our Teespring store. And hey, if you're not watching the live show, leave us a comment. We like getting back to folks who you know, can't watch us live. We'll interact with you.
Read it eventually.
Yeah, exactly. I read the comments. Anyway, that'll do it. We'll see you all on the next one, next Thursday, right here, 9 o'clock Eastern, on the Figure Action YouTube channel.
Yeah.